But
True.
and I think that kind of is just like, I guess this the same with this whole Terrence Howard thing, right? Like he brilliant, but maybe a little off. I don't know.
What
You know what
you ain't fucking with the wigs?
With the what?
With the wigs? You ain't fucking with the. What you
Yeah,
mean? You ain't fucking with the perm? What is it?
I'm mad with the perm.
He your light skinned brother. What's going on?
That don't mean I gotta like gobble up everything he talking about.
Wait, what? So what? Oh, shoot! Here, I want to know. So, did you watch the interview? Actually,
Nah, I told you I ain't watching 3 hours of that, dude.
I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
told you that, and look what I thought. I was like, oh, I bet you he put the whole 3 hours in this doc. Oh yeah, he did. He did. He put the 3 hour interview.
Oh,
and I told this fool I ain't watching it, but cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, did you catch any highlights? Any clips?
What do you want to talk about with this? What do you want to ask me? Because it sounds like you want to ask me more about this, but
just
I don't know what you.
Well, because the only reason I want to ask you that any questions is because you said you've already seen previous Terrence Howard interviews.
Correct.
So this is my actual first Terrence Howard interview ever. So I am not familiar, and also I think it's like my second ever Rogan. So it was a good experience to even like, you know what I mean, just for watching, you know what I mean, as a consumer or who likes to just watch content. But going forward though, you said you've already watched a few previous Terrence Howard interviews. So has he always been saying things that he's been saying in this interview? The things about whatever, this flower of life and all and things like that.
So was he saying some brilliant things? Was there moments he was saying some brilliant things? To you,
there was moments where
it doesn't have to be the whole thing. Just
no, I'm saying there's moments where I mean see the thing, to a layman who doesn't know anything, if it's like me, like to me, like because I don't know anything about anything he's talking about. That's way out of my depth. So like I said, to a layman, that's like me trying to explain calculus to a 2-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like me, I'm listening and I'm just listening. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that was I read the comments. One of the comments would have me crying. One of them said that was he said Terrence Howard. What did he say? The interview was the true definition of let him cook, because that man Terrence just talked like straight, like, you know what I mean. Like Rogan was like, okay, wait, bring it back about this. Okay,
right. Let's actually talk.
Like, that was like it. Like, no, but that's
what I'm saying. Rogan wants to talk, but
but
Terrence wants to speak.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to talk.
I felt like it was a TED Talk more than an actual interview type shit. I don't know, or whatever they do on their pod. I don't know. But the thing is, also, I don't know what they do on that podcast. Like I said, it's my second time watching it. So
I mean, on Joe Rogan's pod, they just kicking it, fam.
Okay,
they just kicking it. You want a cigar? You want some whiskey? You want a blunt? Like Rogan is the one that's like, you could do whatever you want, dog. I just want to make sure you're comfortable and we can have a good conversation. So that's kind of like what you're gonna get. It's not like anything more than that.
It's like inviting your homie to the house and you just chilling.
Which is why he has it as a man cave, because it would be like his room with his homies anyways. He'd have his TVs and he tries to really have the same ambiance, right? So that's why he also gets a lot of information from people, because they're comfortable.
Makes sense.
Right. And comfort is key, right? We've been talking about that kind of stuff, but
for sure.
So again, I still don't kind of know what you mean or what you're asking me in terms of.
I was just asking, has Terrence Howard been speaking about these things on? Oh, okay, cool.
Not so specifically the patents or all this other bullshit, because that. But the fact that you go, hey man, how was your movie? Man, it's hard to get jobs, and I can't do this in Hollywood. Like, and he just goes off, right? Like, that's. He goes off. He cooks. You know what I mean? Be like, yo, son, can I have like a Oreo milkshake? Yeah, dog, no problem. But he ends up making a full course meal. You're just like, dog, I just want a milkshake.
Right. No, I did see that red carpet. Some red carpet, like, where they stopped him. You know how they stop people like, hey, so what are you wearing? Like, I'm wearing Dolce. I'm wearing, like, you know, they say some shit like that. Like,
and then what happened?
Yeah, they stopped him. They were like,
asked
so
him one simple question. What is it?
They said, so when's your next movie coming out? I'm not doing movies right now because I'm working on the Flower of Life because I'm discovering that I'm breaking the Pythagorean theorem, and I'm like, yo, and they're sitting there looking, bro. That was like when Michael Myers was standing next to Kanye when he was talking about George Bush don't like black people. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how they were looking at that, like Michael Myers' face. They were like, all right, cool. Yeah, all right. Well, Empire was dope.
Good luck.
Like, right? It was like I was like, yo, and it's crazy too because I know he was dressed pretty good too. No. So like, yeah, he dressed good. Like, you know, it's like, and then he speaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not Jeff Goldblum. Like, you know what I'm saying? With Jeff Goldblum, like he gonna get to the point. I like how Jeff Goldblum do talk too. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you ask him a question, he don't make you feel stupid either. Like, he gonna break it down a little bit. And then guide you to where he's not. You know what I'm saying? He talks like real scholarly. Like, you know what I mean? Very knowledgeable and scholarly. Like, but when it comes to Terrence, like I just be like, yo, like the patents make it very believable what he's talking about. And the companies that are using his patents make it very believable. For what they're using it for as well. But the thing is, like I said, once again, completely out of my wheelhouse and depth. So I don't know what the fuck to say about it. I thought it was interesting. I think my biggest thing I want to say about anything he's talking about or anything that is going on is build it. Fuck it. Why not? Let me see it. Build it. Fuck it. Do it. Why not? If you got some money, do it. If you feel like it, show me something. I don't know. Don't build it. I don't know. Stop talking about it. Go do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see something. Build something. Like,
yeah.
I want to see something. Get some funding. Build something. Like, I'm curious. Like, if it's really anything he's talking about, like, build something.
But what's the common denominator?
Money?
No.
Oh.
Because you would think it's money, but if you don't, take the money and put it aside. Okay. What's the common denominator about a lot of the things he's been saying, a lot of the things he's talking about? And it's not that he's not brilliant, because he's a genius. He's brilliant.
Right.
This just circles back to like the previous topic, man. Like, brilliant in this area. Mm-hmm. Not so much in this area. Right. And what are these areas that he's not so much in? Reading the room. Mm. Business. Mm. If you have all these patents and you can't make your money, or you did bad business, by your 30th patent, you should have figured this out, maybe.
Crazy. That's why I said the money.
No, but it's business. If you don't have a business mind, you can't make money.
Oh, that's true.
That's just what I'm saying. That's why I was like, money's obviously that way, but
that's true. Yeah,
money is obviously
you went in depth
with
it.
But let's take the money, because that's the easiest thing. Oh, if you don't have money, he's an actor. He makes millions. He can get money. He has money. Put it aside. He's obviously had money. Right. If you don't have good business sense, what happens to football players when they don't have good business sense?
This is such a funny. You know
what I mean? What happens to people that get a lot of money?
Yeah, those people that win the lottery and then they fucking be poor in 2 years.
Athletes, lottery people. So for me, this is what he's brilliant on this. Mm-hmm. But obviously, Iron Man,
right?
Robert Downey. Like, you can keep going down the line. The patents. There's been bad business decisions.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because he's too cool to not have. I don't know if he's too cool to not have a team. Or if people don't feel comfortable telling him because he's such a genius, whatever it is. But for me, I'm like, look at the common denominator with like
the money,
everything,
the bad business decisions,
everything, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, it's the money, but what gets you the money? I'm not in the positions he is. I can't talk to people and get them to pay me $7 million to show up for 3 months and do a movie, right? So this is what I'm saying. Like, he's horrible at business is what it sounds like.
No, you said something right there. You touched on something right there that's crazy, because I like the way you brought it full circle. Because no, what did you say?
This is why I don't have to watch it.
No, because now you bring it to the surface of like it's the bad, because I was literally watching this with my dudes. Shout out Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? We listened to it on the way to some functions, and we actually had to pause it and literally argue for 10 minutes about why he's broke, because he's like, man, he's got all this money And I'm like, if he's got the money, he would have built all this shit already. He don't have no money. He's got all the patents. I'm like, just because he's got the patents doesn't mean he negotiated something good. Like they locked him out of the situation for him to like. So they took over. Like he's not making any money. Like he's like, no, he's got the money off the patents. They can't do anything without the money, without his consent. So they don't give the consent. I'm like, that's not how patents work.
That's not how IP works, intellectual
property.
Right,
at all. Like I'm trying to tell, like, bro, like I was like, all right, man, you got it. But then the other thing that he said in the interview that he said Robert Downey Jr. was in jail or something like that, and he told them to use his budget money or some shit they're gonna pay him to get him out of jail. And he did, and then I guess Robert didn't reciprocate the same energy about something in the future. But I'm like, you just took some million dollar losses, like yo, like on the strength, like of you being a good person. Anybody in your camp would have been like, yo, fuck that, that's $1 million. Like we don't even know him like that. And that's not Iron Man now at the time, Robert Downey now. That was Robert Downey back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anybody
trying to get to that.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody I mean, thank God that happened because Robert took advantage and became who he is now. So thank God it worked out for his favor.
He took the money and made great business decisions. And whose money did he take? Terrence Howard's money.
Right. The niggas don't make.
Terrence Howard had the money. He could have done that, right? No.
You know what's crazy too? I heard something that was so fire to me the other day. I heard a gentleman tell me, he said, don't be afraid to take risks. If you are a person who's afraid to take risks, you'll end up working for somebody who isn't. And that was bars to me when I said, let me resonate with that. Let me walk with that. Let me let that sit in my spirit for a second. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, for sure.
I had to walk with that. Because let's be real. When you watch Robert, like, let's be real. People, man, he did such a great job of cleaning his reputation. People forget he was the bad boy in and out of jail. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was real life living like Shameless, like dude from Shameless.
I mean, when he grew up in Hollywood, some of them didn't make it.
A lot of them didn't make it.
It looked like he barely made it, fam.
Yeah.
Like when you look at everything, like his parents were actors and directors, and he's born into this life, like, and then having that success as a younger, he's lucky. And I know, and you could tell he knows he's lucky, and he's taking full advantage now. But yeah, he was you driving that plane to the ground.
Yeah, he was a wild boy. He was
for sure, man.
He was a wild boy. Remember he hit with that whole celebrity shit with the, hey, I gotta go to rehab, get my shit together. But he did, and he did. Like, you know what I mean? Not the first try, but, you know, or the second. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I was laughing about that Diddy situation. He was like, I'm going to rehab. I'm like, bro, you're not Robert Downey, bro.
You're not white, fam.
Bro, exactly. I was like, bro, that doesn't work, bro. It's not gonna work, man. That doesn't work for black people. You can't use that's how I know you're speaking of not reading the room, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know motherfuckers be out of touch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, bro, like Terrence, like, you'd be like, bro, like you be out of touch. Like, come on, fam. Like, because in my head, I was like, yo, build it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have the money for this. So you pretty much quit the acting part, your bread and butter, another bad business decision. Because you could have just easily been like, let me go hit these 2 more movies on them. Like, you feel me? And get $8 billion on them real quick and build my own shit. Like Tyler Perry, just build my own little lab type shit. This motherfucker's got a goddamn, bro, this nigga was on the Joe Rogan podcast, bro, with fucking this so-called world-renowned fucking world-breaking news. And he's recording on a fucking Android phone, and you can hear him and his wife in the kitchen talking in the background, like, that's all. It's like, this is gonna be up Saturn, and Bill Saturn, you hear his wife talking about, so you think you want chicken and eggs tonight for dinner? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, fam. Like, if you know you're gonna go on the fucking world-renowned syndicated podcast, wouldn't you ever be like, clean some stuff? That goes to show business decisions. Like I'm looking at, bro, that platform, that interview itself is probably at 8 million views right now, probably more, 10 million views. Like, I would have thought, like, I would have thought in your head, you would have known that was gonna happen. If you was coming with all this information, like, wouldn't you have brought a better presentation? Like, I'd have had like PowerPoint, something, like, you know what I'm saying? I'd have had slides. I'd have brought at least an SD card, like, you know what I'm saying? An external, something to plug in real quick. Like, no, it's already right here, bro. I got you. Click. Like, this man brought a phone and said, click up. I was like, all right, bro. Like, all right, Cam. Like,
that's how it is, fam. Everybody that goes up there knows what time it is. They're wearing their hat with their logo or their sponsor. They're getting their money. Everybody knows what time it is.
right?
But obviously, I can't say everybody.
Right.
Most know what time it is.
I was hoping the man was gonna build that shit, like, because like I said, the shit he's talking about sounds plausible. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next step now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be like I said. I'll take it a step further by saying, referencing Tyler Perry. Motherfucker did 3-4 movies and shit like that. Was like, you know what? Okay, I want to do my own shit. I don't want to go talk about the back channels and how he went through it. You know what I'm saying? But his premise is what he tells the general public is, I don't like how they're portraying black people. I want to do that shit. I have a vision. And he went and made it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody can just do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying though, but like if you have a great vision like that as well, like maybe you got to kiss a little ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe you got to go do a couple of movies you don't want to do. Like, remember we were talking about Will Smith? He wants his career back, right? Motherfucker, go be that slave for 2 hours real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go do that Alex Haley shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You Terrence Howard, go ahead. Be a pimp named Slickback again. Go do fucking It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp too. Like, whatever that shit's called. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Get you a couple dollars. Like, do the slave shit for a second.
It's not
like,
gonna work.
Don't die. Oh, not no more.
No, not no more. Even before that. I mean, think about it. What did you just say earlier about Terrence Howard and what it seems like what you saw on the red carpet? So imagine if this dude was a producer, executive producer running the movie, and you asked him a question about the script. What kind of wasting time, production time? Like, if you're thinking as a business person in Hollywood, it's time. Like, X amount of time because we're renting the cranes. Like, they're thinking of money per minute, right? And if you got somebody like him who just goes off the rails all the time, like, why do people want to, like...
No, we all have that one friend that talks about nothing important, especially at a time that you're trying to talk about something important. Like, we all have that one friend. Like,
so him being how he just goes off on the rails all the time, it's like, yo, dog, like, how would anyone want to, like, be a business partner with you, produce your movie, have you lead production? Like it just...
That's crazy. I can.
You gotta think of it from that way.
I know. I'm saying, but like, in his best interest, he needs to insulate himself. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, because everybody's like you just said, you can be brilliant at one thing and not at another thing. Like let's take me and you for an example, right? A light example for our pod. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of us comes up with some of the ideas. Another person's on the technical side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to do a lot of technical stuff. You do the technical stuff, and we make it cohesive. Like, boom. You get somebody who like knows more about another part of the game and make it work. He was talking about he's got a dude that he calls his Scottie, the one who's doing all the stuff with him. Man, maybe he should be the one doing the goddamn interview. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that's building all the shit. You're gonna get the notoriety, or maybe he's supposed to bring him on the show with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he he can steer the conversation because he's the one doing all the configurations and all that with him. But you just out here talking by yourself solo, bro. You what I call it all the time, you out here free talking, like the way it's crazy, bro. Like, and he's sober. It's crazy. Like, I thought he was gonna be like drunk or something, like weird, like or high or something. Like, no, that's you completely up and down sober. Like,
exactly.
Not reading the room.
I think the best thing he should do and the best lane he should try to go at is go the Elon lane. Elon is smart, but he also knows what he doesn't know. I know I can design a dope rocket ship. I don't know shit about propulsion. Let me get the propulsion people, but I want to design the rocket.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, let everybody else do 95% and you can draw how the rocket looks. Happy. And I think that's the thing he lacks or is missing. Even if he doesn't boost up his Scotties. You know what I mean? Because I love what you're saying, but I can't see him putting that ego to boost another person. So for me, I'm like, well, who else is like that? Elon. Elon comes up with shit, but half the time he's wrong, completely off, has somebody help put him on track, whatever it is, right? Like,
right.
whatever it is, Hyperloop, etc. Like, there's been things he's thought of that are great and that didn't work, whatever. But
I had high hopes for that Hyperloop.
Same. I was huge on that. But my point is, he still has a team. He doesn't have to put nobody's name out. He doesn't have to big nobody up. But he just knows his place in each part. And I think that's where, again, maybe Terrence Howard might have trouble with that. Maybe he can't. Maybe he can. Maybe he hasn't even given himself that opportunity. But to me, he needs to just move the Elon way. And you could just say, yeah, that's mine. Or I did that. Or I did this, but I got designers. I got engineers. Like, cool. That's what Elon do. He just be like, I got engineers making this. Cool. You ain't got to tell me it's Tom, Frank. You know what I mean? Georgina, whoever it is. I don't care. You don't tell me anyways. It's yours and you're cool, right? Like, and I think that's what's missing with Homeboy.
Do you think he has the finances to fund a team like that?
I don't think he does, but I think he could get it. And I think that is actually harder. I think it's harder to get the money than to have it, like from some trust or some crazy shit. I think it's a harder skill to get it. And I think he has the personality, the character. I think he can find the right people to talk to and love who he is and how his brain works to give him money.
Right.
But I also don't know if he's able to get out of his own way and be like, now that I got your money, like, I'm gonna do it my way. Like, no, like, everybody's got to play, dog.
Right. Exactly.
But I could see him definitely getting money, getting loans, grants, board meetings. I could see him doing all that, but he's got to also want to do that, and he's also got to see himself in that light. And I don't know if he does, but to me, he's a perfect Black Elon if he wanted to be.
Right. No, for real, he could be definitely
100%.
Not Kanye, Terrence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Because Kanye's in the arts. Like, Terrence is obviously in the math and science. Like, he's on some other shit. You know, Kanye's on the design. I do music. I design clothes. He's all
right. No, I'm saying, but Kanye always compares himself to Elon. He always says, "I'm the Black Elon." I was always like, no.
So I was like, I don't know, because I never listened to him. So I don't know.
He's always. That's why I said that. Not because I thought that. Like, no.
Okay, I was like,
he thinks that.
Oh well,
himself
only. That makes sense. He's
He think he everybody.
I'm like, people call him that? What?
Yeah. No.
Oh, he calls himself. Okay.
Yeah. He think he everybody.
That's why I don't know about it, because he's saying it. Yeah.
You think he everybody.